Once upon a time, there was a quilt, the White Point Quilt. And actually, it was for real. This is a true story. That quilt hung in the main lodge at White Point. And on November 12th, 2011, with the loss of our main lodge at White Point, we lost that quilt as well. Welcome to White Point today. We're rebuilding, we're moving forward. And most importantly, we're going to rebuild a quilt. We're actually going to stitch a White Point quilt back together. And I've invited a longtime friend of White Point, Bev Crouse of the Quiltersnet, to join me, Donna Hatt, part of the White Point team members here, to take you on a journey and part of that adventure, and we want you to be a part of it. Bev, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome, Donna. Thank you very much for having me. It's a really exciting adventure. I can't wait to get started.
Absolutely. The White Point quilt, as many of you may recall, and for those of you who have never seen it, hung in many places throughout White Point. It encapsulated everything that White Point was. It not only represented the tennis and the surfing and the food, it represented the people and the memories. The White Point quilt, the new one, will stitch White Pointers together again.
We're going to have quilting parties. We're going to have 12 new designs. We're going to have the fireplace going up the center of the quilt. It's going to be a really exciting project to work on. I'm thrilled to be here.
I think that's what's going to be very cool about our new quilt. The story begins around the fireplace. It's much like many of the milk and cookie story times, family reunions, gatherings at White Point began and grew from that quilt, from the fireplaces, the heart of our new quilt. Now, that original quilt probably hung and was part of the fabric of our family for about 30 years. The Anglican Church Guild Ladies Auxiliary stitched that quilt together with so much passion and time, and we treasure taking that quilt and hanging it at trade shows where audiences in Boston, Toronto, Ottawa, even Halifax had a chance to admire it and enjoy it, even more so than just leaving it here to hang. Now, when we say quilt, we know we wrap ourselves in warmth. And Bev, you mentioned that the quilt's going to be at the center, a fireplace, surrounding it up to 12 panels. Now, we need White Pointers' help to do this, don't we?
We absolutely do. We're really looking forward to working with White Pointers, people in the community, in order to be able to put a stitch in to feel that they're really part of this new quilt.
But they get to be even more involved. Before we can even get started with this whole process, we have to fill 12 panels. What should go on those 12 panels? We know from the past quilt, everyone loved being able to see the various scenes. We need White Pointers to help us decide what should go in to the images on that quilt. So we're going to ask White Pointers to jump online with us, visit our blog, submit your ideas, perhaps all 12, or if you just have a couple. What we'll do from there is, I guess you have about 2 weeks from the 12th of January to submit your ideas. So around the 26th, we'll kind of close that out, take a reflection. You can all go online and check it out as well. We'll pick the 12 best thoughts, ideas, memories to create the balance of the quilt, and we'll announce those to White Pointers publicly again, I guess probably around February the 2nd, Bev?
I'm not sure just exactly what date, but somewhere around there.
Yeah,
we'll have that information. Okay, good. All right, thank you.
From there, we'll begin to host, as you mentioned, the quilting parties. There'll have to be at least, what, 6 quilting parties?
I would anticipate we should be able to offer 2 blocks in each quilting party and have a nice opportunity for people to be able to come in and be involved there.
Right. So Bev's going to help us create those images that will be on the quilt. Quilting parties will allow us to get together with White Pointers, make some new memories, share some laughs, I'm sure, over our ability to quilt. You will be the repository keeper of our quilt as we go forward. We'll keep everyone updated along the way. And then, of course, in November, when we reopen, we'll hang our new quilt and then hopefully get together around Christmas for a large celebration. So I hope that everyone will be joining us along the way. We'll be keeping you informed of every step, making sure that everyone knows about our quilting parties and participating. So what we really need White Pointers near and far to do now, Bev, is get your ideas in. Help us stitch White Pointers together as we make the White Point quilt.
It'll be an exciting journey.
Have a great day. We are.